And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big man up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Murray. And it's Tatum in at the small forward.
It helps to have the basketball on a string, right? Derrick Rose handles the ball so well he can get anywhere he wants.
Back to Murray. Pass to Isaac. Shakes him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man? Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
Rose passes to Barrett. Now Robinson. Rose looking around. 6 to shoot. Fournier in the corner. From the arc. Rebounded by Isaac. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Murray finds Embiid. Over Randall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it.
Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50, 40, 90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Murray against Rose. Murray dishes to Embiid. He can't get that one to fall. So New York will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And here's Tatum for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about which player was the biggest challenge tonight. He quickly noted it was Jason Tatum. Coach said any clean look from outside and he'll drop it in. Mid-range, 3, it doesn't matter. Getting a hand in his face is a must-do for us. So Tatum can't be allowed to slip away this time. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside Rose. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Passes it to Barrett. Fournier against Tatum. Offensive rebound. Robinson. Outside for Randall. Poked away. Now the 76ers on the break. Murray, good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now the pass to Barrett, and stolen by Tatum. Robinson against Embiid. Isaac passes to Embiid. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Your Knicks City Dancer.
And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The 76ers in second.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Here's Rose. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando. Barrett against Tatum. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 5. Robinson a screen on Tatum. Rose attacking. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Well, we've seen this a time or two. Derrick Rose in the mid-range doing work.
7-4.
Murray against Rose. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Here's Embiid. Oh, he jams it right over Mitchell Robinson. Wow.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Fournier, coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Randall down low. Isaac on him. Robinson kicks to Randall. Tipped away. Isaac with the steal. Embiid, the pass to Murray. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Barrett. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. A shot missing. Great D that time from Tatum. Now Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tatum kicks to Thibault. Murray outside. Clock at 4. Misses the 3. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Knicks. Inside. The kick out to Rose. Dishes it to Fournier. New York needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Robinson passes to Randall. New York moving it around. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
6.
Embiid finds Thibault. Murray looking around. Embiid inside. He's defended by Randall. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Timeout, Knicks. Your Knicks City Dancers.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Burks, he's checked in for Fournier. And Walker subbed in for Derrick Rose. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the 76ers. Robinson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And here's Walker outside. Rebounded by Isaac. The 76ers leading by 5. Murray, good. Murray's got his second bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
2 minutes.
Walker dishes to Noel. Lets it go with a 3. Walker's shot is off. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Isaac with a screen for Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Toppin can't get it to go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Noel. He kicks to Barrett. To the right side. Walker the pass to Toppin. Clock at 6. Barrett with the ball. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 9. Passes it to Isaac. The kick out to Tatum. 47 seconds left in the first. And they will call over the back on the play.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Walker finds Barrett. And here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Count that one from Isaac.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Walker kicks to Burks. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
All right,
And staying hungry, Joel Embiid continuing to improve every season.
Coming into this year, I just want to, take advantage of.
Now he's already made huge strides in his conditioning, and it shows.
Not satisfied yet to win that MVP trophy, but he is more than capable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
We've got Kimber Walker. Toppin is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Noel in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now, here's Burks. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. 13 feet away. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
Gafford passes to Maxey. Tatum at the elbow. In the corner, it's Robinson. For three. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Now Tatum following the miss by Kimber Walker from deep. From downtown, Fournier pulls it down. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And the rejection by Gafford. Robinson finds Tatum. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Tatum. Isaac outside. Tatum on the wing. He had 19 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Now here's Fournier outside Walker. And the pass to Toppin. Now here's Walker. To stop the drought. And the rejection by Gafford.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Kimber Walker. Last year, getting it done. He was around 19 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And here's Maxey. After Obi Toppin was able to get the triple. Outside Tatum. Kicks to Robinson. Shoots over Fournier. Robinson misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And it's got to be liberating for Walker these past few seasons, not having to do everything himself.
Right. He spent 8 years in Charlotte, guys, and carried such a heavy burden night by night, only to make the playoffs in just 2 years. But this guy, boy, you love it. Never sulked, never demanded a trade, always a true pro.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Obi Toppin. Pass to Maxey. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kimber Walker. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Daniel Gafford. George Niang comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Jason Tatum. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Randle down low. Robinson left side. Outside Rose. Robinson, a screen on Robinson. Rose. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got 9.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Fournier after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Robinson sets a screen for Rose. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Fournier.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, R.J. Barrett.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rose. Here's Embiid. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Rose dishes to Barrett. Robinson kicks to Rose. And he drives in. And Embiid with the block. And they're able to recover. Barrett, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Robinson passes to Maxey. Back to Robinson. Pass to Embiid. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now here's Rose. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Robinson kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randle. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Robinson on the wing. Robinson against Embiid. 4 on the clock. The 3. And Duncan Robinson with the 3. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Rose with the ball. Robinson picks him up. With the drive, here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Embiid kicks to Thibault. Burks against Robinson. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Rose. After the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Barrett, and stolen by Thibault. And here we go. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Rose. Down low. Robinson finds Burks. Robinson a screen on Robinson. Burks. Outside for Randall. And to get open is Robinson. Randall no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Barrett the pass to Burks. And nothing is falling for him right now. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
9 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Come to me, come to me.
Here's Robinson, three-pointer, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead.
The 76ers.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Thibodeau. Coach, the rebounding differential.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front? And sometimes these trades can really... And now let's look at how Joel Embiid played in that first half. I'd say incredible.
Yeah, Ernie, he's owning the paint. Everyone out there is just paying him rent, swatting shots, intimidating, dominating. And those boards, sealing off the glass. Outstanding so far.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Jason Tatum is out there with Isaac. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Murray in at the one. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And so here is New York. Now here's Barrett. No points in the game yet for him. A floater. Great D that time from Tatum.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete, regularly over 40% from three. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Randle with the bucket.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
The 76ers leading by 21.
Leads 35-14.
90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Tatum. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Thibault's got 6.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Robinson a screen on Tatum. And the rejection by Embiid.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. He feeds it to Robinson. The kick out to Rose. Picked by Randle. That's tipped. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intention.
For T-shirts, your Knicks City Dancer.
The Knicks making a switch here. Walker's checked in. George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers. Duncan Robinson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Tatum against Walker. Tatum down low. Good, nice job down low. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Tatum is a 3-level scorer, able to get to that jumper when it's available, this time working the interior.
Here's Randle. No good again that time.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Walker dishes to Fournier. Robinson sets a screen for Fournier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first person.
Hey, Doris, one thing you can count on with Mitchell Robinson, he's going to make the majority of the shots he takes.
Right, think about it. Back in 2020, he shattered the record for highest field goal percentage in the season. Most of his buckets right at the cup in the restricted area. This guy has plenty of time to expand that range, and we know he's working on it.
And the Knicks making a change here. Burks is checked in, and then for Philadelphia, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Embiid. Isaac comes in for George Niang. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but, Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Burks with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Feeds to Randle. Looking to end the run. And Randle throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
44.
And Murray's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Murray against Fournier. Now the dish to Randle. Five on the clock. Outside, Walker. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Atlanta Hawks. Murray, the pass to Tatum. Outside for Murray. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Burks. Tatum gets the bucket.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 8 points.
When you have an offensive arsenal as complete as Jason Tatum's, the shot clock doesn't bother you. I love that.
Walker against Murray. Knocked away. And stolen by Murray. And now Philadelphia on the break. And stolen by Fournier. It's 2-on-1. Outside for Robinson. The pass to Randall. Here's Fournier. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Robinson.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Murray finds Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now here's Randall. He has 7. Shoots over Isaac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on and get loud for your next city dancer.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Toppin comes in for Fournier. Then for the 76ers, George Niang, he's checked in for Isaac. Robinson comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Jackson in for Matisse Thybulle.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. After a screen on Walker. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Burks. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Now, here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good. Noel.
How about that show of strength, Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
22.
Jackson looking it over. Burks against Murray. Over Burks. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's a minute left to play here in the third. There's the lob to the hoop. They grab their own miss. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, what a play by Obi Toppin, a guy who's going to improve every year. He's got tremendous work ethic.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for Randall, and it's Rose in for Alec Burks. Murray outside. 41 seconds left in the third. Shoots over Walker. Murray, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break from 12 feet out. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the 76ers call time here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Maxey's checked in for Murray.
Sixers substitution, Tyrese Maxey.
And here's Maxey. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. The 76ers with another miss. Walker taking his time here. Driving in. And no good that time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. 76ers ahead, running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter.
Your Knicks City Dancer.
How about a look at today's farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Toppin. Emmanuel quickly out there with Zeldin. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Knox in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. 5 to shoot. Toppin passes to Quickly. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now, here's Maxey, quickly covering. Gafford kicks to Robinson. Aston Yang jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Knox. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Passes to Quickly. Some nice passing by New York here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Frank Jackson. And there's the pass to Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Taj Gibson picks one up.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Derek comes in for Kevin Knox. Fournier's checked in for Wayne Selden. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Quickly. Poke loose. Now here's Rose. T right on him. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now Philadelphia on the break. Pass to Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Embiid in the corner. And the usual order was upset last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8 teams Doris in the playoffs had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Alec Burks checked in for the Knicks. Rose dishes to Toppin. Back to Rose. There's the triple. New York, no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Embiid with the screen on Rose. Kicks it to Embiid. Here's the three. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his 6th rebound on the night. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Now, here's Barrett. He's tightly guarded. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's not talked about all that much, but Barrett makes a huge contribution on the glass.
Right. He's aggressive. He's instinctive. He has added good weight, and the athleticism to beat people to those 50-50 balls is important.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the 76ers. Endorsing the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well, success in any field of endeavor usually involves a multi-pronged effort. So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to, it's about the players ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
And some changes here for the 76ers. Jonathan Isaac comes in for George Niang. And Murray subbed in for Maxey. Robinson finds Barrett. They get a hand on it, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And stolen by Tatum. Now the 76ers on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal.
It's going to be on Obi Toppin. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
Julius Randle's checked in for Toppin. To the paint. Here's Randle. That shot missing. Isaac with some nice D.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Robinson with the block. Tatum against Barrett. Robinson passes to Rose. He dishes it to Burks. To the inside. Randle. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And last year, Randle averaged double digits on the glass.
Right. He was especially effective on the defensive glass. In fact, Randle has been much more engaged defensively. His improvements on offense overshadowed that a bit, but his improvement defensively is real, guys.
Embiid inside. Robinson on him. 2 points. That one goes. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Randle with a screen for Barrett. Outside Robinson. Randle finds Rose. Back to Randle. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Well, if the defense gets sloppy on Mitchell Robinson, he has the kind of length and athleticism to make him tough to guard.
And he makes the first. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big that won't stretch the floor, You're not going to run the offense through him, but, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism, and that's what he brings to the party.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And, Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Outside for Robinson. Back to Randall. Takes a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Tatum. Embiid trying to break loose. Tatum no good. Rose against Isaac. 11 feet away. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Passes it to Robinson. Dishes it to Barrett. Randall, a screen on Tatum. And it's sent back by Isaac. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession for the Knicks. Toppin comes in for Robinson. And it's Kimber Walker in for Rose. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. New York, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Burks dishes to Toppin. Here's Walker to end the cold streak, and it's good on the way in.
I'll tell you, the combination of the quickness and the handle, Kimber Walker, he gets separation against anyone. Man, is he fun to watch.
Embiid inside. He's defended by Randall. From 7. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Randall. Outside, Walker. So it's Philadelphia.